this journey independently versus working with someone with the Vermont Surrogacy Network, I felt there's a lot of things through this journey that can feel uncomfortable. The contract, the awkward conversations of the process. It's nice having someone to help coordinate those pieces and to help, work with the other side on your behalf, because there's some things that, it's uncomfortable that you don't really want to say, but it's necessary to say. So it's nice to have someone that can, be a part of that and help coordinate all those steps together.
It was great working with the Surrogacy Network. Not something I could have ever done on my own, just for the sake of the lawyer piece is massive. At the time of my pregnancy, New York did not honor surrogacy, and we live right on the border. So I never would have known the pieces of not being able to travel into New York and all of that. So without the Surrogacy Network, I don't think I would have been able to do this.
And I just feel like you need somebody to be in your corner to, advocate, give you all of the information that you need to make decisions on this. I'd never done this before. I didn't know what to expect. And having Jess at the Surrogacy Network walk you through step by step is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. There's the screening for the intended parents to really make sure that everything is the best fit, everything's the best match.
Those who do surrogacy independently and finding their own lawyers and their own intended parents that way is way harder, because you're doing all the research yourself. You're doing all the research for the lawyer, you're doing all the research for your insurance, because you have to have medical. You're doing all the research for finding parents and things like that. So when you're going through a network, it really takes that all out. And then you can just focus on the communication with your intended parents.
And I just think, the closeness of the network, I'd be starting to think about, when do we start talking about the birth plan? And then I'd get an email with this Google Doc about all the questions that I should fill out and then send to the parents so they can look at them and have all about the birth plan. It was just like every time I didn't know what to do next, they were sort of ready, because they have so much experience. They know exactly the time to sort of insert themselves and say, this is what you do next, and these are the questions to ask. And it was wonderful, because I'm never someone that's afraid to ask questions or to, speak my mind or speak the truth, but to have someone sort of say, these are the questions to ask, because you don't always know when you haven't been through it what the questions to ask are. And just helping with insurance stuff and just all the little details, I didn't have to fret too much about it, because they had it all sort of covered. And again, just the close-knit community. They have a Facebook support group with all the surrogates, and I'll be honest, I'm not on Facebook a lot, so I didn't use it, but a lot of the women do use it a lot. It's there for people that need that support.
The advantages of working with the network have just been like that additional layer of protection, because you are putting yourself in a position where you can be very vulnerable, and having an agency just means you have one more person that has your back, someone who's going to be able to make sure that legal contracts go smoothly, someone who can be there for your support emotionally and physically. Jess came to see me in the hospital after the first birth of the twins, and it was just so good to kind of have that come round trip where I knew someone was there who always had my back.